All right, so if you might have seen one of my earlier videos, I just got a brand new toy. It's a 5-watt laser to go on my 3D printer. So today I'm going to have some fun with it. I am going to try to engrave the MG logo on the gas cap of my 1977 MG. This is just an old gas cap. It's I think if you bought these brand new, they'd be $9. It is shiny though, which poses a challenge, but I got a plan for that. And this is the first time that I've used my laser to etch anything in metal, so I'm going to do a test with a can lid. But before I get that, notice how these are round. It's difficult to orient something round on a laser, which is, got left and right square coordinate system. So what I've done here is I've set up a grid with some numbers on it, and I'm going to set this at 100%, and I'm going to etch this grid into my sacrificial plate. This is a piece of 16 gauge just sheet metal. It's nothing super special. It's kind of dull, so it shouldn't be reflective. I'm going to set it at 100% and run it really slow, and we'll see how much penetration I can get, or at least just etching onto this sacrificial plate. Anyway, what that should do, if it does what I suspect, is it'll give me a grid that I can use to reference off of here, so that when I put an image on here to laze it, it will match with where it's going to laze on this side. So kind of a reference, if you will, so that then I can just take something round or irregular shape, lay it on the grid, and I'll know where it matches up on this grid, so we can get it lazing. All right, so let's put our safety glasses on and get this thing going. First off, I'm going to set this. I'm going to set the power to max power, 100%. And I'm going to set this speed down. We're going to start with 1,000 just to see what it does. And I'm not going to touch anything. If I need to go again, I'll go again. We're going to set this to 1,000 just to see what it does. Just one pass. We're just going to do one pass on this and let her rip. Here we go. And away we go. Literally laser impenetrable. Getting nothing on it. Well, we're going to have to go a little hotter and a little longer. Okay, so just trying to etch on the raw metal did not work. Completely reflective and it literally made no difference. So what I've done is I've went ahead and put some masking tape on here to give it something to actually burn and capture the heat from the laser. So let's go ahead and try this again. Again, we're running this now at 100 for speed and 100% for power. All right, let's give it another go. There we go. At the very least, it'll burn onto the tape. That'll give me a grid for this project anyway. I smell something. Now look at that, the 2 showed up, but not the 1. All right, well that tells me something. That's why we put the numbers on there, so we could see what we could actually get in the grid. doesn't look like it's burning through the tape, which is amazing. So we'll come back and check on this in a little while. All right, so it took a while, but I did get a pattern laid out in the tape that will tell me exactly where things are going to be need to be set up according to the grid. The curious thing was that it started at 2. So the origin is not at 0 like you would think at the edge over here. That kind of surprised me. Also, it revealed that I have more space back here that, you know, I don't know if maybe it's the origin of where the laser is versus how much hangs off. I don't know. But at least now we have a grid. I don't have to worry about figuring out what's going to go where. I can just put it on the grid and it will match up to where the grid is right here. So let's bring a logo in and see if we can set the laser down to a point where we can actually burn into some metal. I don't know if this 5-watt laser is going to be able to do that, but we'll give it a test. All right, so here we got our MG logo. It's oriented, centered at 100 and 100. You can see there's 100 right there, which will put me at 0 and 0 on my grid. It's off center on here, but it's on center on the build plate. And so I've got my my test piece. Now this is just a lid from a jar, but I've instead of putting tape on it, which you would have to burn through to get to the metal, I put some soot from a candle, so it makes it dark, makes it non-reflective, and hopefully that also does not increase the thickness that it has to burn through. And we're just trying to etch the metal. Now, when I did my test on here without the tape, it did little or nothing on the metal. So instead of going at 100 and 100%, this is all black, so it should be at 100%. We're going to set this at like 20 and 100%. Go really slow. Speed of 20. We want to go to 100%. There we go. Okay. All right, let's let her rip. Doing something. We'll come back and check on it. All right, well there you go. After 5.5 hours, it finally burned through the soot. Let's clean off the soot and see what it looks like on the bare metal. Okay, well there you go, all cleaned up. Got the MG logo on there. If you look at it through the light, you can see it actually dented, or it engraved into the metal. I don't know if that's heat stress or what. It's not really thick metal, but you can feel it if there's a texture. It doesn't go very deep, and again, it took 5.5 hours to etch this in the metal, and it looks as though my soot tactic seemed to work. Got nice sharp edges everywhere. So yes, you can engrave with a 5-watt Creality Falcon laser attachment on your Ender3 printer. I think what I'm going to do right now is just do a real quick turnaround, just a kind of a value add. How long does it take to convert from laser back into 3D printing? So let me get the tripod out, and we'll just see how long it takes. All right, here we go. Going from laser back to 3D printing. It started. I'm going to go ahead and close the software. Yes. MG. Let's go ahead and close the computer. Disconnect the USB cable. That really wasn't all necessary. All right. Now, with that turned off, controller is turned off, the laser doesn't have a possibility of lasing me. I'm going to take the thumb screws off. Level normally, I would say right now, at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, that it's ready to go. But I'm going to continue with this process, and we'll do the leveling as well. All right, we're ready to print. As soon as the bed gets hot enough, we can start our print job. But I'm going to call that done. 10 minutes all together. 5.5 minutes if you didn't have anything to print, you'd be ready to print. But 10 minutes easy to switch from laser to back to 3D printing. So that's the Ender3 and the laser module, and a proof that that the 5-watt laser module will in fact engrave on metal. There we go. That's all I have for today. Have any questions or comments, throw them in the comment section. I like to answer my comments as promptly as I can. And if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. It helps the algorithm find me. Thanks. Cheers.